Wife, 41F, cheated 12 years ago. Now I, 43 meters, won a divorce. TLDR, wife of 20 years cheated 12 years ago and I made a deal to stay. Now I feel guilty for wanting to leave. LL, be brief because of character count. Ask questions in comments and I'll reply with context if applicable. We have been married for 20 years. After our first child she had severe PPD and it went undiagnosed. We were both young and dumb and had no idea what it was or why, so we handled it poorly. She became mean and nasty to me. I shut down emotionally and took the abuse quietly. 12 years ago I found out she cheated on me. 3 different affairs that I know of, and she trickled-truth'd me throughout discovery. I am sure there are more, but I couldn't find proof. Even though I was worried about my 3 children and my WW's mental health problems, I prepared for divorce. D-Day was a Friday. On Sunday I received a call from my mother and she dropped a bomb. She had terminal cancer. Her parting comment to me was, "I am happy I got to see you finally settle down and get married and met my grandkids. I can die in peace." It shattered me even further. I made a deal with my WW. She would get therapy, get a job and stop cheating, and I would stay until the kids were grown. I made it clear we were not good or okay, but I'd play my part. She happily accepted, saying it would give her a chance to redeem herself and make things right with me. Mom died 3 months later. I slept on the couch for 8 years and we were basically platonic roommates co-parenting our kids. To give her credit, she did a complete 180 and turned herself into a model wife. But it really made no change in my feelings, or lack thereof. I was emotionally dead. 2 years ago, I started to feel guilty about the effort she was putting in with no reward. So I approached her and asked if she wanted to try again. I was very clear I was still broken but would try my best. We did MC with 2 separate therapists. But it didn't work. I still feel nothing for her romantically at all. I don't hate her. I actually feel nothing. She is now mentally and financially stable, so I no longer feel like I need to be her support or worry about her alone with the kids. So should I talk to her again and go back to plan A and prepare for divorce? I know she will not take this well, but I don't think our situation will get any better. You've tried to rebuild things and it didn't work. Maybe if you guys had gone into therapy earlier, it might have helped. Who knows? Regardless, things seem to be broken now with no chance of fixing it because your heart isn't in it. You can still be a good father and a good co-parent with her, even living separately. But now you both can have a chance to move on and find loving partners. Sorry for what happened to your mother. The problem that I see is, you prioritized other people's happiness over yourself. Divorce should have happened 12 years ago. Get a lawyer, WTF. You need to stop doing what you're doing. You are doing everything for other people and making big decisions regardless of what you want. You stuck around for the sake of your mom and then you took her back despite not wanting to because you feel bad that she's worked hard for it. If I'm reading this correctly, you made this agreement and your mom died 3 months after the agreement was made? If it were me, as soon as mom passed I'd have started packing my bags if you weren't planning on staying with her. Regardless of how much she's gotten her act together, it's been 8 years and you're emotionally numb to her still, so I think it's best if you sit her down and express your desire for a divorce and to work out a custody agreement. You deserved better. No excuses for cheating. Period. Dude, you tried, hoping time would heal your multiple wounds. It didn't. Her PPD and your lack of clarity about it is zero excuse for having 3 or more different affairs. That just shows extreme selfish behavior. Unfortunately, the repair work came way after the damage became permanent. Just go see an attorney and get the process of an amicable divorce underway so you can finally get on with your life. Therapy can't make your feelings come back. It is great for your kid's sake that she is better than she was. In terms of you, it is actually sad to think you have held back your life to stay in this platonic situation for so long. Not that this makes it better, but was she guilty when she cheated on you the first time? Nope. She went out and did it again. And again. And probably many other times she didn't tell you. Just remind yourself of that and finalize the divorce. Do not talk to her about it. Simply go get a lawyer. Draft up the papers and have everything ready on your side. Then you sit her down and hand her the papers. Do not feel guilty, although you both have blame in this. Her cheating, and you sticking around when you haven't felt anything the whole time. Life happens. Best you can do it, move on now versus waste another 8 years. Good luck. Tough situation you have been through. Life is short. You tried and it doesn't work. Time to move on. I'm going to be a little hard on you. By not divorcing your wife and continuing this sham of marriage. Your kids saw everything. They saw their dad sleeping on the couch for 8 years. They saw their parents being unhappy. Because it shows. No matter how much you try and hide it. They saw the lack of physical touch. Probably. And they are gonna think, well, my dad put up with my mom for so many years. I can do this too. God. I hope not. You should have divorced your wife years ago. That's what I'm saying. Alas. It's no use crying over spilled milk. Get a lawyer and try to peacefully co-parent as much as possible. You would both be happier by splitting up. So I think it's the best way to go. If you don't love her or have feelings for her, then there is no point in staying in a loveless marriage. I'm sorry your marriage went like this. Pleading face. I think many of us wish we handled certain issues better if we knew what we know today. May your kids learn from your mistakes and break the generational patterns. Many marriages fail due to lack of communication, poor communication, or miscommunication. Teach your kids how to have healthier relationships. Wishing you the best. Dude. Snap out of it. Life is far too short to stay feeling dead inside because you feel that you have to. You deserve happiness. Don't give the cheater a head start. Get the lawyer first. Prepare documents needed. Have the paper drawn. Then, have her served and tell her. File for the divorce. If you can, keep the co-parenting relation well with her. And get yourself into individual counseling too. You spent 8 years suffering the consequences of her choices. Hopefully all 3 kids are yours at least. You did your time. Now it's time to go find some peace. Tear the bandage off. You need to divorce and move on. Don't feel bad she killed your relationship. Your mom's words were not based on the facts, and I'm sure she wouldn't want you to stay in a loveless marriage with a cheater if she had known. Divorce and be free. Your duty is done and it's time to walk away. There is no point in getting into the actions of the past. They mean nothing to the here and now. What matters though is that too much has happened for anything to be gained from this. Because you feel nothing for her. The one thing I think you need to realize is that the marriage you have led since the affair has not happened in a vacuum. Your wife has known that this divorce will have been a matter of when, and not if. She has also been living this life these past 12 years, and she has been there seeing what has happened. She knows how you feel. She knows that there is nothing there emotionally, and she knows that you have not found it again. She knows what is coming up. Of that you can be assured. Your best course of action then is to explain it her as you have explained it to us. That for the past 12 years you have not felt anything for her. All of the feelings for her, the love, the desire, left you 12 years ago and you know now it's never coming back. You can explain to her that you have looked deep inside yourself. You have questioned yourself constantly. You have worked on it and tried to find it, and you have done this and more for the past 2 years. But no matter you have done, no matter what she has done, you simply can't find it again. It's gone and you feeling nothing. You can and should explain to her that she has gone above and beyond what you had ever hoped for. She has shown you repeatedly and constantly that yes, she is someone worthy of love, of affection, of forgiveness. After all this time, she should not blame herself for where this is heading. That blame, that guilt, was left behind years ago. Sadly for you, the feelings you had for her were also left behind in the process. You wish that it would come back. You dream of it coming back. But it has not. You can even explain that it's not just her and that your feelings for anyone has gone for good. You can tell her that if it eases her mind, that there will never be anyone after her. You want to be alone from now on. You have no faith in any future relationships and that your life will be content to never have anyone fill that role again. Explain to her that for you, you just don't have no feelings for her. You in fact do not it for anyone other than your kids. You wish to remain single for the rest of your life. It's time to end the life you have together up. It's best to do it now. More to save her from wasting her life than yours. You can say that you care neither way. Staying or going means nothing to you. If you go, she at least will have a chance to find that happiness and love again. Staying means you just continuing to play your role and her knowing that what she sees is just a hollow person playing a part. You just want to be by yourself for the rest of your days. I think you will find that whilst she will be sad, that she knows that this is coming. She has known it was coming for the past 12 years, and in a way, you may find that there is relief when you do ask for a divorce. Hopefully you did not scar the kids by staying. Staying in a loveless marriage isn't good for anyone. But I can understand the motivation. Especially the way the courts would have treated you. Even though she was the one that cheated. 8 years on the sofa? Get the lawyer.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.